Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Let's talk about makeup. So today I'm filming my monthly roundup where we're going to take a look at all of the empties that I accumulated during the month of January and everything that entered my collection during that time. There's kind of a lot to go over. I spent a lot of January rather unwell, and there may have been some purchases made from my sickbed. I can neither confirm nor deny my mental state when I bought some of these things. But first, let's start with empties. There's just a handful of these, and then we will move on to the much bigger box of things that entered my collection in January. So for my empties, the first thing that I have here is my Batiste dry shampoo. This is the original. This is the last bottle from the little stock up that I did on dry shampoo at the beginning of 2024. This is my favorite brand of dry shampoo. It is just so much more effective than anything else I've tried, including some really expensive ones. There is an intense white cast with the Batiste, which obviously is more relevant if you have very dark hair like I do. But if that is a problem for you, the solution is to put this in your hair the night before you think you're going to need it. And by morning, the white cast will be gone and you'll feel like you have clean hair. I pick up these 12-ounce sizes. It's actually 11.83 fluid ounces. I pick these up at Ross where I can get them for $10. The ones that you can get at TJ Maxx are like 7 or 8 ounces and they're like $12. So this is a much better deal. I stocked up on these at the beginning of 2024 and I'm finally through my stash. This is something from my Throwback 30 that I just updated. This is my Esfolio Honey Cleansing Foam. This was a face wash that I picked up early last year as well, and I did not love it. It was a little bit too thick and too foamy, which meant that if I accidentally used more than just the tiniest amount, I was just sitting there rinsing my face for what felt like half an hour just trying to get the soapy residue off, and it also stung my eyes. So it was not my favorite face wash, but she is done and I'm glad that it's gone. Also from my Throwback 30, this is my e.l.f. Loving Facial Oil Mist. I actually ended up enjoying this a little bit more than I thought I would, because it is not a straight facial oil. There are some other ingredients in here. Who knows what they are? I think the ingredients were listed on the box, which I threw away many moons ago. But I feel like because it wasn't a straight facial oil, it was more useful to me with my combo oily skin. Sometimes facial oils can just be a little bit too heavy for me, even in the wintertime when I'm experiencing some more dryness. I feel like this was lightweight enough that I was able to use it nightly without it just feeling too heavy on my skin or contributing to the congestion that I tend to deal with. I actually quite enjoyed it, and it is finished. Last, I finished a tube of my absolute favorite lip gloss of all time. This is my Buxom lip polish in the shade Brandy. This is my favorite shade in my favorite formula. I will never not repurchase this. It is my favorite lip gloss in the entire world. So I already have another tube on the go, and as soon as that one's done, I will buy another one, possibly 2 or 3. You never know. It depends, I guess, on how sick I am when I press the buy button. Speaking of which, I've got a box. Got a big box of things. These are my new items that I purchased over the month of January. Let's take a look at what I've got here. So a couple of these things in here are panic buys, basically. These were 2 products that I was panning last year, one of which I completed. The other one I almost completed. I panic bought then when I realized that these products were no longer available on the brand websites, which terrified me because I adore these products and the thought that they have been discontinued. So I went on a search. The first one, you may recognize this from my, I can't remember which project it was in where I finished it, but this is my Honest Beauty Invisible Blurring Loose Powder. I told you I was not going to repurchase this until I had finished my IT Cosmetics Bye Pores Blurring Powder. However, this is my favorite holy grail oil controlling mattifying powder. This is the most mattifying powder that I have ever experienced in my entire life. It is a godsend for me with my combo oily skin during the summertime. This in combination with Danessa Meyer's Blurring Balm Powder as a primer, and my makeup goes nowhere. Except in like the very, very like hottest part of the year where nothing keeps my face matte The rest of the time though, this does the trick. If you have oily skin, you know the struggle. Sometimes you will powder, you will look nice and matte. 15 minutes later, it's like you did nothing. But this one actually keeps me matte for a significant period of time. Anyway, so as soon as I saw that this was no longer available on Honest's website, I had to go find, I think I got this one off of Amazon, and I think it cost me about $20. And I had to restrain myself from buying more than one because I love this powder. I have not found another powder that does for me what this does. Beautiful powder. I'm going to be so devastated if it has been discontinued. I haven't been able to find anything official, but the fact that it's no longer available on the Honest site worries me a little bit. I have actually been seeing a lot of Honest Beauty cosmetics in the discount stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Ross. And so I'm wondering if Honest is letting go of their cosmetic line altogether, which would be very sad because this is a truly phenomenal product. The second thing that I panic bought was this. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Blush in the shade Drop of a Hat. This was also something regularly featured in my Project Pans last year. It was in my color pan. It was in my 24 and 24. But let me see if I can find the old one really quick. Okay, here it is. This is actually the limited edition packaging that it was in when it was first released, and then it was folded into the permanent line. But again, it is no longer available on ColourPop's website. So I had to go hunting to find this beautiful peachy blush with gold sheen. I love this blush. I love it so much that I used it very consistently throughout the last year, with the exception of a few months where I really wasn't wearing any makeup at all. But I'm still not bored of it. I think this is my favorite blush that I've ever owned, to be honest, or put on my face. And so again, when I saw that it wasn't on ColourPop's website, I went and found another one. Do I have plenty of blushes? Yes, I do. I even have several that are very similar to that one, but that one is just special. I adore it. I love the color. I love the finish. I love the formula. I can live without it if I have to. And obviously, eventually I will finish the second one as well. But that will be a very sad day for me when I can no longer get that blush. So those were my two panic buys for the month. Let's take a look at some more practical purchases, and then we'll look at my impulse buys. One of the more practical purchases was this bottle of Bioderma. I'm currently working through another bottle of this, so I didn't necessarily need to pick it up in January, but it was on sale at Costco, and I think I picked up this whole bottle for like $14, which is a steal, so I couldn't pass it up. A good sale gets me every time. I really do like the Bioderma. Of all the micellar waters that I have tried, this one is the best. It's just, so far, cannot be beat. Then I have a face wash. This is another Honest product that I picked up. I actually picked this one up at Marshalls. This is the Honest Beauty Magic Gel to Milk Makeup Melting Cleanser. I picked this up knowing that I was coming to the end of the honey cleansing foam. This is a melting cleanser, so I do think it's probably oil-based, which is fine for me during the wintertime. During the summer, I'm definitely gonna have to get something a little foamy to follow it up with. So yeah, I'm eager to try that one out. A couple of other practical purchases. I had just finished my Batiste dry shampoo, and then I went and picked up two more. Now, this was the only kind that was available in Ross the last time I checked, and it's called the Heavenly Volume. I have used this once, this can here. I have used it once. It's supposed to be particularly volumizing, I guess, and I don't know if I noticed maybe a little bit more volume, but I do actually find the Batiste dry shampoo to be very volumizing anyway, just the normal formulation. So I don't know if I noticed a huge difference in the volume of my hair when using this, but it did work just as well as the original formula. In any case, I love the Batiste dry shampoo. This is a perennial favorite in my collection, and I'm usually not without at least one bottle of it. Okay, and all we have left are the impulse buys. The first impulse buy was this. This is a little box of the Clean Reserve Discovery Set. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the Clean Reserve perfumes in here. It's got Warm Cotton, Rain, Skin, Aqua Neroli, Cel Santal, Solar Bloom, Radiant Nectar, and Sparkling Sugar. Of all of these, Sparkling Sugar is the only one I have tried so far. It just looked fun and I felt like trying it out. I thought this might be interesting to layer some of these scents together. Honestly, this really was an impulse buy. I think I picked this one. Yeah, I picked this up at TJ Maxx for $15. I think on that same trip, I also picked up this. This is the Stila Matte Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner. Do I need more liquid eyeliner? No. If you have seen my inventory series, you know I have quite a lot of liquid eyeliner to go through. However, the majority of it, I have gotten down to the majority of my eyeliner right now is brown, which I do. I love a good brown eyeliner, but sometimes I want a black. Sometimes a black feels right for the look that I'm going for. I picked this up at TJ Maxx for $7. I really do enjoy the Stila liners, and $7 just was too good to pass up. So I picked this one up. I also picked up this Moira Statement Gel Eyeliner in the shade Green. I'm actually wearing it in my waterline today. Went on really nice. I do really like these Moira gel liners. I just recently decluttered one, not because it wasn't a good liner, but because I didn't enjoy the color of it. This one is a little bit more up my alley. Next, I have a Flower Beauty product that I saw someone do a short with this. This is the Flower Beauty Scribble Stick in the shade Caramel. This is kind of an all-over color stick. You can put it on eyes, lips, cheeks. I have been using it kind of as a blush slash bronzer on my face, and I have been really enjoying it for that purpose. It is nice and creamy. I wish it was a tiny bit more blendable than it is, but I can still get a really nice blend on the skin wherever I put it. I've used this quite a bit and I have really enjoyed it. Next, I picked up another bottle of my Temp 2 airbrush makeup in the shade 034 Blue. This is something that I use to mix in with my foundations in order to make them lean a little bit more olive and kind of take down the saturation as well. Now I still do have half a bottle of the LA Girl mixing medium in blue, and I also have some of the AOA Studios blue mixer, although that one irritates me because it is too pigmented and I just have to be so careful with the amount that I mix into my foundation. In any case, it may have been on sale. May have been on sale on Amazon. I can't remember the circumstances. Maybe this was one of my sickbed purchases because I can't remember exactly why I felt the need to buy this now instead of later. But I think it was just I was tired of living without it. This is my favorite blue mixer, and I wanted it back in my life again. So here we are with a fresh, brand new bottle. I have one more thing in this box, and it is, in my opinion, by far the most exciting purchase that I made in January. This is one of the new MAC nude lipsticks. This is the Maximal Matte Lipstick in the shade Cool Teddy. I'm wearing it today. Velvet Teddy was always just a hair too warm for me, and I feel like this one is perfect. I don't feel like it looks cool on my skin tone. I think it looks like just a straight neutral. Although I have seen other people wear it online where it definitely reads cool on their skin tone. I feel like on me, it is just a straight neutral. I can't tell you the struggle of trying to find a good nude lipstick for a light medium cool olive undertone. I don't even want to think about the number of lipsticks that I have purchased and then abandoned because they just weren't quite right against that slightly cool green undertone in my skin. And this one is just chef's kiss. It is, of all of these purchases, the one that I am the most excited about. I finished my favorite MAC lipstick last year, which is the MAC Viva Glam 6. Unfortunately, they no longer make that. But I don't know. I think this might be a new favorite. So well done, MAC. Well done. I'm actually really pleased to kind of see MAC starting to trend a little bit more, to see people be a little bit more excited about MAC products and MAC new releases. They were such a front runner in cosmetics for such a long time. It's nice to see them, making some waves again. And that is everything. I can definitely see some of, my fevered brain in a few of these purchases, but for the most part, I'm pretty pleased with what I have here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.